Hi everyone, my name is Rosalie Grima. I am the owner and baker of The Caking Place at thecakingplace.com. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. I am going to be showing you my top 10 must-haves in my home bakery. So we had a contest where you all could guess at my top 10 favorites, and the person who has guessed them gotten the most correct out of my top 10 will receive one of my items. I will ship it to your door, and we will announce that tomorrow. So today I'm just going to show you my top 10, and here we go. All right, so this is one that a lot of people guessed, and correctly so. Piping bag and tips. So this is number 10, and I need to have these in order to decorate the cakes. So I have a variety of piping bags. They come in a variety of sizes. I like to use the reusable ones, but you can get the ones that you can toss, and the disposable ones as well. This is a cake smoother that I use to smooth the sides of the cake, and then a variety of tips. As a matter of fact, I have a whole different variety of tips that I use for decorating. So that is number 10. All right, number 9. Is my food processor. So this is a Ninja food processor. This has been my absolute favorite food processor that I've ever had. I highly recommend it. It has different speeds on here. You can do chopping, low, high, pulse, all that kind of stuff. It has the shredding and slicing disc. It has this chopper, and it also has a dough chopper as well, which is really nice for making different doughs and pie crusts and things. So I highly recommend this particular food processor. And so this is number 9. All right, and there will be links. We'll put links to all of these items in the description of the video, so that if you wish to get them, you can do that as well. All right, number 8 is my Immersion Blender. So this is a blender that you can actually put into pans and dishes and things, and you can just put it in there, and it blends the things in your pan. So I like to use this. You see it has the blades in there. I like to use this for compotes, fillings, anything that I want blended right there in the pot. I don't have to move it to a blender or anything. It just plugs in and goes. It actually just has this nice little push button here and 4 different levels that you can do. This is a Deccan. All right, number 7. Number 7 is a good quality sifter. So it's really important to sift your dry ingredients so that you don't get lumps in your fillings or frostings or batters. You want nice and smooth. So I'll often use this sifter for flour and dry ingredients, or I can use this sifter. This is a very common one. I like to use this one to push through for powdered sugar, for example, or any fillings. I'll just push it through that sieve into the bowl, and it works out perfectly. So that is number 7. All right, number 6. All right, so number 6 is a good quality Cupcake Tin. This is the USA brand. I love this brand. I have used lots of different brands, and I finally came upon this, and I absolutely love it. I get USA bread pans as well, pie tins. They all work great. They evenly distribute the heat. They have an easy, quick release, an easy cleanup. So these are definitely highly recommended. All right, on to number 5. Okay, so number 5 is my thermometer. And this I use because I make Italian meringue frosting, and I need to watch the temperature of the frosting very carefully. Also, I use this for making caramel and things like that. It clips right onto the pan. You can do Celsius and Fahrenheit. It has a fairly large display there, so this is something that I use very often in my bakery. So that is number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Number 5. All right, on to number 4. Cake pans. A lot of you have guessed cake pans, and that is correct. I use Fat Daddy-O's cake pans because they are a good quality cake pan. They evenly distribute the heat. They're durable for frequent use, which is definitely what we have here. They have an easy release, easy to clean up, so they are hand wash only, but they work beautifully. So definitely recommend those. And number 3, we're getting to the ones that are absolutely essential now for my home bakery. Number 3 is my turntable. This is an Ateco turntable. It has hidden ball bearings in there, which gives it a very smooth turn. You can see I just barely touch it and it goes all by itself basically. I do have this little sticky grippy thing that I put on here, and that's just so that my cake board doesn't slide while it's on the turntable. But this is something that makes it really easy to just use my smoother and turn this and smooth the edges of the cake, and to decorate cakes as well. So very useful there. All right, number 2. Number 2 is my mixer, and I use a KitchenAid mixer. I actually have 2 of these, and sometimes they're going at the same time, but this is the Pro version, 600 Pro, and it has the lift and lower capacity here. This is a 6-quart bowl. It comes with the whip, the dough hook, and the paddle. And I use them all. Very helpful, very consistent. I've always used KitchenAid. I know there are other brands out there that are also very good, and I hear lots of good things about. This is just the brand that I have always used. Here. Okay, and finally, my number 1 necessity for my home bakery, which I really would have a hard time if I didn't have this particular tool. It would take a lot more time and to do what I do, and also it wouldn't be as consistent. So some of you did guess it, and it is a scale. And this is an electronic scale. I did start out with just a non-electronic scale when I first started, but this has been extremely useful. It has different parts on it where you can tare, meaning that if you have something in there and you want to put something additional into the bowl, you can tear it out and just measure the weight of the next ingredient. You can use ounces, grams, pounds and ounces on here, so it's very versatile, and this is my number 1 tool. I highly recommend that anybody that has a bakery or working in the food profession would have. And by the way, I am not being sponsored for any of these tools. These are just my personal favorites, so nobody has sponsored me for any of these. But like I said, we will provide the links for each of these items in the description, and the winner of the contest will be announced tomorrow, so stay tuned. Thanks everybody. Bye.